Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the morning brief. Today's Tuesday, December 19th. A couple more days before Christmas. Here we go. So we had some 8:30 numbers, some bunch of Canadian numbers, but housing starts for the U.S. are were 1.56 million, which is better than expected, and building permits were about expected. So remember that I watch this a lot because housing starts are really, really important to the U.S. economy, especially the local economies, as in a very large amount of the cost of a home is labor costs, and those are all local. So housing starts really does boost local uh, economies as well as national economies, because obviously lumber doesn't come from the local area; it's coming from somewhere else. A lot of the other products like drywall, um, the appliances are all coming from large factories somewhere other than, well, maybe other than whatever state the house is being built in. So it does have a national effect as well. Housing starts is a really big deal. Also, if we have housing starts continuing to be robust, that means that we would start the process of alleviating the supply and demand imbalance that's going on right now in real estate. We need more houses to sort of equalize the demand so that the housing prices are not going up exponentially like they have been over the last few years. What else do we have today? Absolutely nothing. We have at 4 p.m., we have the tick long-term purchases after the market closes. I don't care. So yeah, is what it is. Looking at the charts, daily chart. Obviously, the parabolic move we've been talking about. We are coming up on this. I'm going to call it a support, a resistance area, because we've bounced off of this area multiple times in the past. We're coming right up to it. It's about 408.08. So that's going to have some trouble getting through that. If we get through that, there is a trend line slightly above here. I'm going to make this a lot bigger so that we can actually see. So there's a trend line that's above here at 48.16. I would say that is sort of the top side. Maybe we might be able to get up to this low volume node at 48.20. On the downside, we could easily test yesterday's. There's actually a little confluence of highs, highs and lows right there. 47.88. If we got some traction to the downside, maybe 47.78. Downside just doesn't look very obvious to me. We're in this Christmas rally, and it doesn't seem to be, really need something bad to happen to mess this up. However, if we did, we do have some support at 47.57. So that's kind of that story. Looking at the inventory is a little bit concerning. We had an update yesterday, and inventory closed at a minus positive 281. So positive 281. That's very, very low compared to the price action that we saw. You want these to be not only correlated in direction, but also in magnitude. So we see this move up. We want to see a similar move up in inventory. It's kind of like here. We had a down day. We had a down. The lines are very close to being not symmetrical, but at least close. So a little bit concerning here. The inventory did not match the price action. And that also lends me to believe that, hey, we're topping out. But this is an old story. We've been talking about topping out for a while, and it just keeps marching up. So it is what it is. Put it in your, put it in your quiver. Is what it is. Overnight action was narrow, under 20 points. It's 87 to 804. That's 17 points. Again, less than 20 is 20 is kind of average. So a little bit less average than average. Where we got resistance, we've got, oh, by the way, if you have the Troy levels, you need to make sure you sync up. I added some Troy levels. That being said, we've got some at 4808, 4820, nice confluence at 4827, and I'm going to say 48.45. Support on the other side. You got a lot of support around 47.89, just above the lows. 47.71. You don't get real good confluence until 47.48. So those are your numbers for today. Stock Trader's Almanac for December 19th is negative expectancy 38.1. So relatively, that's a pretty distinct negative bias for today. 38.1. Remember to subscribe, comment, and like. See you guys tomorrow. Hey, thanks for watching the morning brief. Check out my website for more information, oneononetrading.com. Take a look at the Troy levels, a trade location finder for the futures markets. Help you find those levels of support and resistance that are just so hard to find. I also do personal coaching and mentorships. So go ahead and take a look at my website, oneononetrading.com. Thanks.